Okay, for trigeminal exposure, we are going to be going through different branches of the trigeminal nerve and stimulating them for about 30 seconds. If we can manage 30 seconds, then we're going to move up to the next one. So, starting at the tongue, best way for tongue stimulation is we're going to rub the tongue over the top teeth. And as I said, we want to be able to complete this for 30 seconds. If you can do that without feeling horrible negative symptoms coming up, then we can move on to the next stage. After the tongue, we move to the jaw. So for the jaw, we're going to do jaw glides side to side. So it's going to be left, right, left, right. We want it to be really smooth, so it's not jumping side to side. It's got to be smooth, traveling one side to the other. Again, continuously at whatever speed you're comfortable with, but continuously for 30 seconds in order to move on. Next, we get to the sensory branch. So that's going to deal with touch around the face. For this, we're going to start using your own hands. That's going to hopefully make it a little less sensitive when you can predict what's going on. And you're going to start with light touch, so gentle stroking anywhere around the face, around the jaw. Basically, if you imagine having a hairband, anything in front of that is going to be the correct area. So for 30 seconds, if you can do that without discomfort or flinching or anything, then we move to deep pressure. Deep pressure, going to be pressed nice and firmly, and the same thing, just pull that firm pressure all around the face, all around. You can go to the ears if you like as well. And again, the target is 30 seconds. If things start to feel negative, you just stop and try again the next day. After deep pressure, we've got hot and cold. For hot and cold, we're going to use warm and cold water, or even just put your hands against something warm and against something cold and leave them there for a sec. Then just apply to the face, then swap hands in the cold water, touch your face, hands in the warm, touch, cold, touch. Don't have to switch too fast. We just have to do it continuously for 30 seconds. After hot and cold, we've got sharp and dull. So this we're going to use fingernails and just touch. Can be one, can be many, to make a sharp impression. Then use the knuckles to make a dull impression. Sharp, dull, sharp, dull. After sharp dull, we're going to do vibration. For vibration with your hands, just lots of tapping. So tapping all over your face. If this is too extreme, you can start with just tapping one finger, eventually building it to two, three, four. The more kind of action, the more vibration we get. Finally, 2-point discrimination. So you start nice and wide and bring your fingers closer together, closer together, closer together. You want to find the point where you cannot tell whether you're touching with one or two. Okay, it might be that you can get all the way in. That happens frequently in the face, but maybe you get to here and you're not sure. Does that feel like one? Does that feel like two? And just play with that around the face. Once you can manage all of those for 30 seconds without any kind of squeamishness, then we're going to move, instead of using the hands, we're going to use an external object. So for the light touch, some kind of cloth can be ideal. A toothbrush, also a good option, or any kind of brush, just something that doesn't follow the direct line of your face. So I've got like a little brush here. And again, 30 seconds. Can you handle on both sides of the face, just lightly brushing around? After the light touch, grab a tennis ball and we're going to roll it. This is where we get the deep pressure. So just pressing nice and firmly. You can roll the ball, you can drag the ball. Obviously, find something with a texture that you can tolerate well. It doesn't have to be this kind of texture. Once we've done the deep pressure, we're going to move to hot and cold. Easiest way to do this, grab a spoon, get two spoons, one in hot water, one in cold water, and we're just going to press, 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 usually touch the same spot, um, and just feel the difference again. 30 seconds is the target. Then we go to sharp dull. For sharp dull, doesn't have to be especially sharp. I recommend taking a paper clip, bending it. So now you've got, hold it like this. Now you've got a sharp pinprick and a dull pinprick. Sharp, dull, sharp, dull. Finally, you've got 2-point discrimination. So we're going to take your paper clip and bend it all the way out. And then basically you're just going to find the points where you can touch and again feel that that is definitely one object. And then as it works, you just move those points closer and closer together and see if you can still feel two objects or can you feel one point of contact. This one, if you want to level it up significantly, you can get somebody else to touch you with either one or two, and you have to guess which it is. Once we've done all of those sensory exercises, the final one is nociceptive smell. So basically, unpleasant smells, chemically type smells, smells that are kind of harsh when they go into your nasal cavity. What we'll do is just get a little bit of whatever chemical you're using into a bottle and just smell briefly, put it away, give yourself 20 seconds and see if you can return back to normal. If not, then we can repeat daily, or it might be safer to go back to the sensory exercises and try those for a bit longer, then come back and try to see can you tolerate that smell for about 5 seconds. Once you can manage more than 5 seconds, we're just going to treat it the same as the others. Every day you want to try and build it a little bit longer where you can tolerate the smell with no negative buildup. But that's the last one that we're going to deal with.